It's a subject many people struggle to face, their last will and testament. But with lawsuits over wills on the rise, there's more reason than ever to make sure you've done yours, whatever your age. And there are some clever new ideas that might help to avoid any conflict.
Well, if you're watching this, Karen, Alison, Julie, I'm sorry, but we've passed on. I'm terribly sorry, and I hope you're happy with what we've left you.
Bill and Sue aren't really dead, they're just getting things ready, and they'd like the idea of a video will to explain their plans.
The reason why we made the will was because we wanted everything to be equally divided amongst the three of you. The house is the main thing, so what I'd like to do with the house is to sell it and just divide the money between the three of you and your families.
Their plans are simple, and there certainly won't be a family bun fight when they're gone over who gets what, but you can't be too careful when death and money are on the table.
The reality is that around 50% of us die intestate. We die without a will. This is an absolute schmozzle. You could end up with your money going to people you do not want it to go to.
Financial guru Paul Clitheroe, it's one of his pet subjects.
And get your estate planning in order. Otherwise, you will create an absolute fiasco, which may impact on your partner, your loved ones. It may involve ex-husbands, ex-wives.
Now, a lot of people don't like to think about the end, and that's why they never get round to drawing up their will. So the idea of a video will could seem a bit morbid, but this video doesn't replace the paper will. It simply explains in your own words why you've divided things up the way you have.
Hello. If you're watching this, it means I'm dead now.
In America, movie scenes like this have spawned an explosion of home video efforts like this.
So the first thing I want to record is my will.
But it's still a novel idea here.
It is unusual, but I think it's going to become more common.
Solicitor James Kelly of Owen Hodge Lawyers is a will expert. He says that the paper will is still the one that matters in court, if there is a fight. But the video might help to establish state of mind, for example with the elderly.
Where there may be called into question later on, Granny didn't know what she was doing when she made that will, she had dementia, she was in a nursing home, etc.
I think the voice from the grave is kind of scary. I think if you've got a well-structured will that a professional has helped you with a letter of explanation, you've done everything you can legally.
And many will agree with Kay Fallick of yourlifechoices.com.au. The problem is that an insensitive letter or video could stir the pot.
I remember years ago seeing in a will a clause that said that I've made no provision for my daughter because she's shown me no love, care or affection. Those sort of things are very damaging and, of course, often are a red rag.
All the other furniture, fish tank, statues,
golf clubs, golf cart.
It's up to you what you do with them.
At Bill and Sue's, there's the realisation that they have a lot of stuff and people to consider.
Son-in-law get with golf clubs.
What happens if one child thinks they're getting a raw deal? Sue's being very careful.
I know that Karen's always had her eye on this particular ring. I know Julie has admired this particular pendant of mine. And Alison, I'll leave her the locket.
She's wary because of what happened when her own parents passed away.
It was messy. As soon as the dollars came up, it was horrible. And my sister and that, we didn't speak. We have never spoken since.
We've all seen what happens when famous families go to battle over the estate. Heath Ledger, Michael Hutchins, Brett Whiteley, Lang Hancock, to name a few.
There's a lot of reasons why people get aggrieved and decide to have a go. Everything is equally divided. There's no problems whatsoever.
You hope?
I hope.
Now, this couple are relying on a simple will kit from the post office, about $35. It suits a lot of people, but doesn't always do the job for more complex matters. Whatever you choose, just do it.
What are your plans when you die? And for heaven's sake, even if you don't want to discuss these issues with children, for heaven's sake, go and see a solicitor.
So that's it. Love you heaps. Bye.
So would you film your last will and testament if it meant your estate went to the people you wanted it to go to? Join the conversation now on our Facebook page, Twitter or on Jump In.